Man, the Lord is so good. Um, like when they're trying to hide me so bad, and it came into like perspective. One of the big reasons that they try to hide this page and my true story is because they've been on a little plot all along for many, many years to try to convince to whoever it may apply, an estate who works with estates, estate planner, executor, judges, and any other parties involved in, settling inheritance funds and trust funds, that I'm the type to take my own life, when the complete exact opposite is true. Even when they tried to put me in those positions, I was very, very far from it. And so, yeah, of course, there's like liability and legality and stuff. But why the Lord is so good is, like, even though they try to censor my page and hide me so extremely, and the truth of the fact that I'm very, very far from that. I'm this girl that fights till the end. I'm Prussian. I don't give up. I fight to the end, even if I have nothing. That's how I've always been. I've been fighting for my life for a long time, while these fraudulent weirdos that are thieves have been trying to actually, like, take it and then convince the world that I'm that. And I'm not. I'm not. My testimony is that I am not that. I have never, ever once in my life set up a plan or gathered materials to do that to myself. I will never give up. Never give up. No, no. And I'm sorry that some freakish weirdo fraudulent parties and their associates want that so bad for me. Try to even inflict it on me electronically. Try to, like, create that image of me. It's false, and your little plan is never, ever, 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 ever gonna pan out. And you're not gonna get my money. Okay? Anyways, it's pretty great how this virtual community is, even though they try so desperately to not let this girl be seen and not let my truth be seen and spin their false narrative and their false lies just over money and greed, it's not ever gonna work. And even though you try to block my story and censor me so desperately, everyone else is telling the truth too. I'm a warrior. I fight till the end. It's been medically documented anyways, even when they try to, put me through that scenario. It was medically documented that I was the opposite, that I was fighting for my life, having a lot of, like, Lyme and mold issues. Fail. You fail when you try to do things underhandedly, fraudulently. And even though you try to block my truth and block my story, everyone else is telling the truth. Because the mother is important here. And that's why the mother having the resources is important. Your lies and your false agendas and false narratives on me will not ever stick, will not pan out. And may you be fully exposed as to what your intentions behind all that garbage was. Money and greed. And it's really sad that my own family was part of that scheme. My own father, who I don't even know whether he is my own DNA father. No father would treat their daughter that way. Literally try to get rid of them and then try to convince the world that they did it to themselves. I'm sorry, Dad. I wasn't that. I'm not that. I'm far from that. Besides, just a short time after a breakup, like 10 years ago, for a short time, I felt that way, like 10 years ago after a breakup, but it still wasn't anything I was willing to even begin to try to plan or take any action on. And I got the necessary help for 5 days, and I was diagnosed with slight PTSD. And since I've had extremely traumatic issues, and tracing back to what happened to me when I was young, not even all of it's been disclosed on my end. But it's turned into complex stuff. But still, I'm a shiner. And I'm going to shine. And I'm going to get back what was stolen from me so that I can. And I can reclaim all that has been lost and all of the torture that you put me through, trying to make me fit into your false narrative of me being somebody that wants to and did take my own life. It is the farthest thing from the truth in my situation. The farthest thing from the truth. You don't win because of money and greed. And if you're not going to make the situation right, it's only going to make it more obvious and only going to make you look further from the truth that you try to pretend to represent.